time to have a conversation with Matthew Archbold, finding out what is on the mind of one Matthew Archbold. Good morning, Matthew, and I want to ask this because I am concerned. First, I know we have fun with this conversation, but first and foremost, I want to check on your wife, man. I mean, how is she doing? You guys were stuck in the house in the snow, and I just want to make sure she's okay.
I think you'd have to ask her that. I mean, I personally love being with her. You know, she on the other hand, who knows?
So you're getting the point.
I will say, this is very embarrassing for me. This whole winter mess, because okay, so you have kids to get help mowing the lawn and shoveling the driveway. I mean, that's the reason, right? I mean, that's at least 80% of the reason. Yeah. But what no one tells you at that time is they go to college and they don't come back for storm.
That's right. You're on your own.
So I'm on my own. I'm doing this. And I'll be honest, I don't do a great job.
Yeah.
Okay?
Yeah.
I do a good enough job that we can get out of the driveway.
That's all you
really
need.
what I'm looking at.
Yeah, that's really all you need.
But here's the thing. Normally what happens is once you do a little shoveling, the sun does some work, and it kind of erases how bad of a job you've actually done shoveling and how lazy you really are at heart. But now the problem is everything has turned to ice. So everyone that passes by can look in my driveway and say, yes, I see Matt for who he truly is right now. And it is a little embarrassing because there's a lot of ice in my driveway right now, and
is that another one of Matt's kids sliding down the driveway?
That's right.
Yeah, Jenny, that's what it is.
Exactly. Yeah, just turn it into a positive, Matt. It's a game for the kids of the neighborhood. They can just
it's a game I have to play every night because when I take the dog out at night, the dog wants to run, and I'm like the opposite of having a sled dog. I'm like, whoa, 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 getting dragged along.
I love it. Well, obviously you had time to write because there is a lot on your website. I didn't even know what to click on first. There's so many good things here. Do you have a favorite?
Well, the thing is, to be honest, my brother is my IT guy. I was talking about this yesterday when I was on the radio with Ron, and the website goes down a lot now. My IT guy is not the best.
Your IT guy is your brother.
Okay.
Just remember, he ain't heavy.
He ain't heavy.
He ain't heavy. He's your brother. Okay.
Right, exactly. And he ain't smart, and he's my brother. That's also the thing. And he kept the server out in the garage, and it froze.
Oh my!
So he had to bring it in the house, and wait until it unfroze. So this is the kind of thing I'm dealing with. So when he calls me and tells me, "Hey Matt, the site is up," I post a lot.
Yeah.
I'm trying to get all my thoughts out on the world. Because anything can happen at any given moment.
That's right. You never know when you'll have a chance again. I love it.
Exactly.
Well, there is a lot on here, that's for sure. And I mean, I've clicked on a few of them. There's just so much I don't even know where to go with it, Matthew. That's why I'm looking to you.
Yeah, the one that is so disturbing because I always consider, Canada's just a few boxcars ahead of us.
Yeah.
But we're all in the same train, and we're all going to be, we're going to be where they are in a few minutes. And so they had an 80-something-year-old woman who was brought her elderly husband, understandable, had caregiver burnout. I mean, it's really a tough thing to deal with someone in the last leg of their life. It really is. But what happens is they bring her in, and instead of getting hospice, paid for by their free medical care, instead they say, you know what, we're not going to give you hospice, but what we have for you is this little kit that dispatches you off from the planet pretty quickly. And now she said that actually goes against my religious principles. I think I'd rather just stay.
Right.
and then they had doctors come in to talk to her and talk to her husband and convince her. But then essentially they made it a 2/3 vote of doctors. So the one doctor who talked to her and she said, no, it goes against my religious principles. But then the other two came along and really tried to push her. And then the two doctors voted her death.
Oh my gosh.
And even though she had specifically said it was
Said
against
no.
her religious principles.
So involuntary euthanasia, right? Yeah.
Exactly. And it really is so disturbing because it's the kind of thing that you're getting into a haggling position with the government. The government's going to win this every time.
Right.
You know, you don't have any say. Like, oh, well, we want hospice. Okay. Well, here's this little rectangular kit we're going to give you. You know, this will take care of it.
Yeah.
And that's all you're getting. So shut up.
Yeah.
I mean, it really is so disturbing. And, you know, I've said this so many times, the moment life is not sacred, the moment life is not priceless, we're just haggling over the price. And
let's jump in
they get to decide what the price is.
Right.
Let's jump in for just a second because most of our listeners are familiar with this, of course, but the difference between hospice care and some of the medicine that is used there that can sometimes ultimately lead to someone's death as they're being comforted, which the church will give room for, and this kind of thing, which has as its purpose the end of someone's life.
Right. Yeah, hospice is palliative care.
Right.
You're essentially treating the symptoms,
Right.
you know, so that they're not in pain.
You are not giving them, a
Right.
lethal dose of something.
Right.
Yeah. So you're just giving them enough to control the pain. Yeah. So that's a big difference. These are lethal doses, right, Matt? I mean, you're talking
on purpose,
about
right?
On purpose, yeah.
On purpose, yeah. The point is death.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
That's the thing. The point is not, you know, managing pain. The point is death.
Right.
And it becomes a cost-saving measure.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
That's the worst part of it. You know, we're out of rooms. We're out of
Right.
bed sheets. We're out of, you know, medicine. Okay.
Yeah.
We need to give out more, you know, more of the assisted suicide kits. It's once you have bureaucrats in charge of healthcare, I mean, that is what's going to happen. I mean, I've always said IQ, I think, is the most overrated of all things. You know, if you have a good moral sense. Remember, what was her name? Sarah Palin.
Yeah.
Remember her?
Yeah.
No one thought she was going to come up with the cure for cancer. No one thought she was going to,
Right.
Right.
you know, spout physics or anything.
Right.
But right away when she heard this, she said death panels.
Yeah.
That's
right.
what's going to happen.
Right.
Yep.
And I truly think if you have a good moral sense, a decent moral sense, that is 10 times more important than an IQ. Because IQ is like an IQ without morals is like having a race car with no steering wheel.
And by the way, she could see Russia out her backyard. I mean, she was in Alaska, for goodness sake. Literally across the water.
But I think
It was
this,
true. I mean, come on.
this is a great place, though, for the church to step in, right? They are religious people. The religious community, if he's burned out, don't send him to the doctor. Step in and try to help him take care of her.
Amen.
I mean, I think we have to come up with these kinds of things.
100%. We need to speak out. We need to act out on this.
Lots of takeaways, but the big one here, Canada is just a few boxcars ahead of us.
Yeah.
That one's like, I might have been from Boxcar Willie, but I just love that one. Canada is in it, and in fact, unfortunately, it's true. Even though we see the devastation, we are just absolutely desirous of following on that same track. Thank you so much, Matthew. God bless you,
Thanks,
brother.
Matt. Bye-bye.
God bless.